Have you ever stepped into a place so peaceful, so quiet, that the silence itself starts asking you questions? Well, that's what happened to Grace. A curious young woman, big dreams, big heart, who thought she had seen the world until the world led her to a tiny hidden village called Nudugu. A village where nobody spoke, not a word, not a whisper, only smiles and eyes that seemed to be carrying a secret. At first, Grace thought it was just their culture. You know, tradition, uniqueness, something she'd write about in her research. But very quickly, she realized Nudugu's silence wasn't peaceful. It was heavy. It was watching her. And the children, the children who stood perfectly still, like carved statues, not playing, not laughing, just frozen. And when she tried to greet them, nothing. No response, no movement. That was the moment Grace understood this village wasn't quiet because it wanted to be. It was quiet because it had no choice. Then came Elder Amina, a woman with wrinkles shaped like stories and eyes carrying 50 years of regret. She was the only voice Grace heard in that entire village, a whisper at first, a whisper loaded with warning. And from her, Grace learned the truth. She learned about the plague that nearly wiped out Nudugu. She learned about the night the villagers cried out to something ancient, something older than their ancestors, something that heard their fear and answered. Anansi, the deity of stories, the spinner of webs, the trickster who never gives without taking. Nudugu begged for life. Anansi saved them, but in exchange, he took their voices by day and their souls by night. And every night they sang for him, a choir bound by silence in the sun and by surrender in the darkness. Grace should have left. She should have run. But curiosity is a stubborn companion, and hers led her straight into the old stone church, where she saw the silent choir for herself. Faces blank, eyes empty, voices rising in the kind of harmony that chills your bones, even as it steals your breath. And then, one small mistake, a candle falling. The music stopped. Hundreds of heads turned towards her at once, slow, human, terrifying. And out of the shadows came the deity who owned them, Anansi himself. Grace wasn't supposed to survive that night, but then came Amina, rushing into the darkness with the heart full of guilt and a soul ready to pay the price. She offered herself to Anansi. She offered her life, her spirit, her everything, just to save Grace. But Grace remembered something too, something her grandmother told her as a child. Every spirit, no matter how powerful, has a name it fears. So she spoke it, Anansi's true name, a name older than the forest, older than the sky. And the spirit cracked. The curse shattered like clay and fire. The villagers woke from their long, silent nightmare, voices trembling but free. And as the sun rose over Nudugu, for the first time in decades, The air was filled with something the village had forgotten. Sound, laughter, life. Grace left Ndugu changed forever.